I was even serious.
what they use, what they do for a living, like the TikTok and all these things.
Mm.
If they use it to pay their school fees and other.
Like what I was saying is that majority of the students are full-time students, and if any at all, there will be very few. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
And then you should not like compromise your studies for making money. As in, you should try everything you can do to make that your sponsor proud by what? By reading your books. And then you should not let in any distraction of making money of any sort. I
Yeah.
myself, I'll just have to say now, I'm not a full-time student.
I
You
think I
understand?
think
But
this is
and I know that I need that privilege of, having myself to myself and reading, like no distraction. But then unfortunately I have to put some
Okay, I
bills
want
here
to
and
ask you a
there again.
question. How do you go up with your social media, like your YouTube?
exactly
If you want to study, how will you put off? Will you just reinstall your YouTube or what, so you can
exactly.
focus on read? Why?
If
How?
you want to
How?
read with
Like you
that
want
have
to
YouTube
read, you
with
that have social media. So how do you go up with
Yes.
your social media and your
If
studies?
if those
to
people
read
don't actually make those videos, how are you able to have that knowledge
Yeah, to be able
which
to.
for you to actually understand? Let's say for example now,
okay,
bio 101,
okay,
and then we go to YouTube,
okay.
and then maybe this they talk about, let me say, reproductive system.
I know
Yeah,
YouTube is very, very good.
yes, and then
And
someone
that's
has to
why
make the video. So the person making the video and you seeing it
yeah, that
is
was
counted as his own benefit and everything. Yeah.
that's one thing. I think YouTube is exceptional, and that's why like you're not able to uninstall it from your app.
Mhm.
It's not possible. But you can delete other ones, like they are more distracting. Instagram, there's not much teaching on Instagram. TikTok and other ones. It's only YouTube that I can say that okay, they are good with studies. You can actually use. So that's why I'm on YouTube. And left for me, I would have deleted YouTube. Because you notice that the way people studied in the old, like the way their brain was, their
Yeah.
is not as strong as ours right
Hours
now.
long.
Because then there were no distraction. They had just the so that's why I always tell people nothing beats this hard copy, this traditional books
Mhm.
reading, nothing beats it. Because you might be reading with your phone, you say, okay, let me read PDF, and then the
Yeah.
notifications will pop up, WhatsApp,
Yes.
and there are
Yes.
distractions.
But at least it's help is
So
making
do
it easier for us. I mean, imagine getting a copy. You want to go and buy a book now, and then
you
tell
have
you
it
now it's like as
online.
per it's 2K, 5,000. But then it's easier to get PDF. Someone can just send it through WhatsApp. I mean, how many MB? 2.0 MB. Download it. It's if you have discipline, then you can see the notification is a no. Everything is a no. Just read it when you're done. Then you close off your phone. Simple. Life can be very simple. It's just how people are setting to make it hard for themselves. You can make your life. You can just read when you're done off your phone. Simple. Sleep, eat, live a normal life. If you want to live like the olden days, it's very simple. Don't stress
Right.
it.
Now, here the gist. Yeah? The gist now here is we have been specializing on one aspect of social medias and academic pursuit, right? Now, in the area or in the category where you have the kind of social media as a platform of learning, aside YouTube, and take for example, in using what's it called again, TikTok, there are educational stuffs you can find in TikTok, right? Now, are you trying to insinuate that we should equally exempt that notion? And again, you as a student, having social media as one of the apps you are making use of, you can equally use it as a means of transferring or transmitting or inculcating knowledge
To others.
to the world. So now you see that the both currently in the trend of things around us now,
Yeah.
we are going into into
Global.
global aspect of it.
Yeah.
So I think there is need for some modification in your concept about leaving aside entirely social media,
Well,
because
for me,
certainly it's not it's not be helpful.
I
I
know.
understand your notion, which is quite beautiful.
And when you talk about discipline, not everybody has discipline.
Obviously, you're right.
Like people that have discipline, I'll say it again, are 1% out of 100. Can you attest out of every 100? They're like one or two. Can you attest to that?
Well, 100% and 1%. I can holistically say 1%. You can as well say two or three or four, but not 1% of
And
of an individual
There,
out of
you
100?
know, when I talk about discipline, it's people that know what they want. People are intentional about what they are doing. There are some people that want it, but the flesh is weak. They say the spirit is willing,
Soul
but
is willing.
the flesh
Is
is
weak.
weak.
Yes.
So I'm talking about people that, in spite of all odds, they'll still stick to that reading. They'll still stick to that what they are doing. They don't care about. And for me, I think this one not normal, because every normal person can be carried away.
Certainly.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
you might say, okay, let me do, but then before you know it, you're carried away. Let me go to social media and let me just read. Let me go and read my PDF. You are chatting. You are already ransacking the whole internet. Do you get what I'm saying? So that was where the aspect of deleting the app came in. I know that there are some benefits of having these apps, based on what you're saying. But deleting them is more advantageous to anybody mind here. It's more like the benefit is more like the benefit is more. I don't know how to place it, but the benefit is more than the loss you're going to get. So after everything, after schooling, you can go and marry the internet. You can go and sleep in the internet. You can go and do whatever you want to. But when it comes to studying, you should not combine these two.
Sorry, your camera woman has something to say.
Okay, ma.
Instead of no, my face no, maybe. Instead of saying that you should delete the app entirely,
Okay.
it's better. That's why there's something like focus mode on your phone.
Okay.
I use focus mode when I'm reading. You can have your data on with your focus mode on,
On.
but all your social medias would not be working. Yes, it won't be working. So
But
you won't
but you can
receive
always
any.
on that
You won't
focus mode.
when the time you set it yourself. You set it yourself.
Do you
So
know?
you can, instead of deleting that app entirely,
Mm.
instead just put your phone on the focus mode. And then also that discipline, you have to be determined to follow that thing.
How many people are like that? For me, okay, let me take myself as an example. I'm not like that. I don't have discipline. And I'm like most of every other person that would naturally be carried away. Because yeah, I'm young and my mind is always like, let me explore, curious. Yeah. So even if I put that focus mood, I can always go and okay, there was a time that I didn't delete my social media. I just hid them. But after I found out where I can easily go and unhide them, any small thing I'll go and unhide it. You see, and I'll just go and start. So it's always tempting. It's always tempting. Okay, let me go and check Cyberbudge, this thing. Let me go and check this person. Let me go and check this person's life. Maybe a series that you're following. I'm not even talking about films and every other thing. That one is and games. That one is out of the distance. What I'm saying is that as students, why you're a student, it's not to make money. You're not in the business industry, but you are here to like study and read. That's what you should be doing,
So,
reading.
so let me ask a question. An intelligent person who goes to school, and yes, he has gotten his degree and everything, and maybe he graduates and then he finds work
Okay.
and he doesn't get, but then a determined apprentice who was going to learn maybe
Okay.
in the highway, and then he didn't go to school at all.
At all.
He just stayed in business apprentice, all these
Yeah.
business apprentice, and then maybe he now finally got his own job
Okay.
and has his own business.
Okay.
And then someone who went to school who was disciplined.
Okay.
Can you compare discipline with determination? That is just the point of what I'm saying.
I didn't get the whole.
The
I was trying
context,
to.
the
Yeah.
context is the apprentice is determined of what he wants to do. The
Okay.
particular business
He's
he's
doing.
doing. Yeah, he's determined. He's focused.
And he
He's
got it
and he
right.
got his right.
And he's
And
making
then
his money afterwards.
yes, and then someone
Someone.
in school is now disciplined. He's you know how school is regular, one particular thing, but in a circular motion.
Of course.
You wake up, you go to school,
School, you
go to
come
class,
back,
you come back,
you eat,
you eat,
sleep,
you sleep, you read
you wake
again and
up
again and again and again.
again. Yeah.
Then so the thing is, a determined person and
Okay.
a disciplined person
Okay.
who has the higher rate of making money than each other. That is the question now.
A determined person, and for me, I think the two should have to work together. You can't have one and not have the other.
But
If
you
you
know
are
if you are
disciplined,
if you are
if you are
determined,
disciplined, I think obviously I think it's the same thing for me. Discipline and determination, or more like determination is under discipline, because you can't have discipline and you say that you are determined, or you can't be determined and you say that you have discipline. I feel like the both is the same thing. And for someone based on the context, like someone that went to school, we are giving these two example now. Okay, someone that is disciplined in school, abi, or determined in school, which one?
Disciplined in school.
Someone that is disciplined in school.
Yes.
When you come out now, you start making your money. You be
You think it's easy?
from okay. I know this logic or this context that
Education is calm, school is
education is calm,
calm.
and then someone that did not go to school
Yeah,
and is learning apprentice
yeah.
is more okay. Will be paying the school fees of someone that is going to school. Do you get that thing? Someone that didn't go to school, but you cannot undermine or underestimate the value of education in our everyday life. You can never, even if you don't get to work, that you are literate, that you will not come out and say anything stupid. There nothing beats that. And there is high chance of someone who went to school to get work in companies like big companies. They value them more, obviously, than someone that didn't get. Okay, if anything happens to your business, you just have to struggle and get it back. But you're an educated person, agana achoga, like they'll be looking for you here and
So
there.
that means every graduate are detained to be smart. Is that what you're trying to say?
This is actually another form of this thing. that we're
Exactly,
entering.
because even as you graduate, you tend to
God.
be you are not so smart. Is it that you paid for the certificate, just one way or the other? You get, so it's not always determined that you are smart
Can you
if you're a
come?
graduate.
Can you release the camera from? Okay. Sorry? Yeah, more like it. Are you going? Are you in a haste? Yeah, please, can you help her with the camera? Thank you. God bless you. You don't enjoy holding cameras. You want? Thank you. Thank
Now,
you.
I think
Okay, yeah.
the idea here, based on the topic,
Okay.
we are considering the fact that social media should be excommunicated in the course of a life of a student who really want to focus and achieve his or her dream. Now, let us not be centralized on the immediate thing now. Yes, I concur with you to some greater extent
Okay.
that it should be eliminated for someone who wants to be disciplined
Yeah.
and focus in his academics. But then there should be a kind of orientation
Yeah.
to be given to the minds of the youth, because like the reference he made about someone graduated, having graduated and is in the real world.
Yeah.
Now, if someone like that kind of person that is
Hard.
that have the discipline as he said and probably did well in his academics, now has the mentality of utilizing the social media. Now,
Slide.
where
Slide.
where I will now come in is, let's begin to harness
Okay.
the social media positively, not as a means of distraction. Now, that is where orientation comes in. Now, what do I mean by that? After the academic environment or pursuits, you find yourself in the real world. Now, we can utilize or begin to harness the use of our.
Can you come and after here you can come closer to his face, come closer to his face, come closer to my face, come back. Like so you can get different angles, his facial expression, like why he's listening to us and
Okay, the analogy I am trying to express here is we ought to begin to have this mentality of this is social media after a well structured orientation given to the students specifically about the importance of social media and the harm of social media too, because everything has advantage, certainly we have disadvantage. So it is now high time we that are students begin to have this mentality that this is social media. I can, since you are in this faculty in the management department, right? You can begin to look into that's your field and see how you can teleport it to the social media.
maximize it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's this semester. I have learned so fields or courses.
That comes with
I can
discipline,
bring
you know.
it. That is what I mentioned about orientation, about the harm and the usefulness of social media.
All this kind of orientation we had here, Sha.
No, obviously
It comes from personal decision.
it is, but then there should be a kind of a platform where the students should be encouraged and constantly being encouraged. If possible, let the school have a kind of a platform where they can establish such a thing. It can be sent across on daily
Right? You
basis,
should
kind
be
of a
saying it
message.
to the school,
Obviously,
right?
that is a mentality we need to adopt
And you,
because we are meant for the best.
of
For me,
course,
I have this perception that every student
yeah,
has potentials.
of course,
Is how to harness it.
of
That's why
course.
my mentor, who I call Socrates, assumed himself to be a midwife because his mom was a midwife. So what's the function of a midwife is to bring out to help a pregnant woman bring out the child in her womb, right? Now, he now assumes himself to be a midwife. That you, as a student in nursing department, have a lot of potentials and qualities in you.
Of
And how
course.
can I, Socrates,
Impact.
help you out? Is by trying to implementing ways or mediums to just add that qualities in you. This is a high time we need to. You are in nursing department. I'm in physics department. Yeah, in management department.
Yeah,
It is a high time we bring our mentality,
together.
what we are learning at the moment. Because most times you see students leave the academic environment and forget a lot of things. Now it is after probably a semester or an individual of the semester, you can try to analyze all you have done, the things you have learned, send it online. It can be a medium of, let's say, I will use the word we use in the library, an archive
Yeah,
for your own benefit and for the benefit of those who are coming up.
of course.
So let it not be centralized only that, yeah, let us not look at the bad aspect of it entirely. Let's equally see how you can harness the good side of it for our own for our own use. Thank you once again.
You've said so well, and but I'm still on my stance.
No.
I'm still. I and you think you said earlier that you concord with me.
To
I
some
know,
great extent,
yes,
yes, I say
to
that.
a great extent. Thank you. So, like, what I'm saying is that okay, there was this time. I don't know if I've told you before. I feel the way prayer is being mandated, like in this school. I'm talking about the institution itself because I know that there are some conventional universities there who don't care about your life,
Obviously.
your orientation, or what. But based on this school in particular, we already made prayer compulsory. So I'm saying that in that same way or in that same protocol platform, they should create like a reading scenario. The way they mandate prayer for like 30 minutes or 1 hour. Let me just, I'm assuming
Okay.
they could make reading as well. You know, like in our boarding school, they call it prep, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so if they could inculcate that reading, like at that moment, after reading, you even submit attendance for reading. Like it will be compulsory. Do you get what I'm saying?
We tried as actually one of the
so
hostels. So try
right?
to cut it short.
Okay.
It became something very bad because
Okay.
most students did not heed to such directive.
That's some
You see the point? It was done in the hostel, and they were categorizing the institution as
secondary
glorified
school.
secondary school.
Not even glorified secondary
But
school.
they have failed to understand the futuristic
Of
impact.
course.
Because the school is always oriented in the futuristic notion about
Yeah, and
the
always ready
students.
to help out in any way.
But
they
we,
can.
the student, most
Don't
of
want
us,
it.
90% of our students will always agitate against it.
I know, but why didn't okay, you know, this is because it didn't start from the initial. It just came up all of a sudden out of anywhere. It wasn't something that the school had at the beginning, just like the prayer that is compulsory. You get?
Yes.
I'm not just having it in the hostel, like in the school. You get what I'm saying? Not just having it in the hostel, like making it if it's coming from the VC, if you don't stay in the school, you leave.
But this wouldn't have
Wouldn't want
encourage
that.
us, yes.
But what I'm saying is that you know, they have made prayer so compulsory. If you don't do prayer, like you are failing in your character assessment, that kind
Obviously,
of a thing.
obviously.
You are failing. So why not, like, you know, add that one? Maybe after prayer,
Okay.
next thing, or maybe 30 minutes for prayer, 30 minutes for reading. Because the school is just like bundle up on doing the right thing, what's supposed to be done, what's supposed to. And then at the end of the day, you don't even have time to choose between this. I want to follow the bad way of life. I want to follow. They don't give that, because then obviously the majority of the students want to use that period for
I appreciate your notion in that
yeah.
aspect. Quite beautiful one, but many of the students will counter it. Now, how or what way would they counter it? If you ask this man,
Okay.
the lectures the lectures he had or he's having in a day, he will list up to 3 or 4 lectures.
Of course.
That is academic pursuit.
Of course.
That is learning in process. And the attendance have been noted in each of the lectures. So the school now bringing up or propounding such ideology again to enforce it on students in a general platform like this, like prayers you are using as a reference, will not work.
Okay.
They will agitate.
Okay.
And you're looking
Because
at
there are
it,
too much lectures.
already there are lectures on a whole day.
Okay, what I'm
The emphasis
saying.
here, sorry, the emphasis here is for them to understand the importance of God. That without God, even if
the
you
education
graduate,
will not work.
yes, even if you graduate with first class,
I know.
you may not
It's
ever
no need.
even get to that level.
Yeah, I
So that
know.
is the essence. I think the school has seen it and made it mandatory.
Yeah.
Why?
I always say that the notion of the school is always very nice. I can never ever underestimate that fact, because it's far, far, far better than the conventional university where they don't care about your prayer life and all of that sort. What I'm saying is that, like, in a day, okay, what they do is that, okay, they try to cover up the syllable. They try to, even a day before, I have to say this, a day before exam, there was lecture. So what's the
Obviously.
time to read that lecture? Do you get, and now assimilate and understand everything about that lecture? So what I'm trying to say is that even if they can remove one lecture, for that moment, if you like, you read. If you like, don't read. Just there'll be a free 30 minutes moment that is for reading, it's for
Those are the
reading.
difficult.
I know, just the way they enforce prayer, that's the way I feel that
But-
this should be enforced.
but-
At that period, you are not doing don't do anything. In fact, don't do anything except reading.
Don't forget,
Don't do anything
even in the course of the prayers,
and you
see
submit
so many-
attendance for
you
it.
see something that we will not
That
still
want to
adhere
I
to
know
that prayer aspect.
I know
Aside that, if you still, even if you implement such ideology you are bringing, which is okay, you will still see people that will not even, out of the whole students, you might even see up to 5 or 10, like persons like you.
Well, before you know it, they will grow.
Even
they
at
will
the
grow.
moment, they're not growing in prayers. How would they
The
grow?
prayers that are growing is not.
I mean,
The
in
prayer
prayer,
notion is
before-
even diminishing more.
whether you like it or not, you learn the "Oh God, come to our aid." You will, like, it will
Obviously.
be on your head naturally because you're always there. So
Yes.
that's the same way. You will not tell me that if they bring this if they
No,
bring this
2020.
platform, that students will not improve
No.
anyhow or anyway.
No.
There must be improvements, because even if
They
it's
must.
yes,
To those that are willing to improve,
yes, and
that is where the improvements will come. Because
when
why?
you talk about this orientation, and when we have this orientation, stuff, then we're going to sensitize the students on the importance of what they are doing. That we know that we are human beings, and we are like, we tend to be distracted even when we have this feeling and this feeling. Everybody in this school wants to be VC for one day. I'm telling you.
Are you sure?
Nobody. Yes, I'm very sure.
In your
Even if
department?
not for my department. I was sitting down under that canopy, and then one guy said, he was in front when they said VC for one day, they gave her 200,000. He was like, what am I using the money to do? But I said VC for one day, that she can step down any lecturer. The boy now said, yes, I want to be VC for one day. He said, they all have one reason or the other why they but anybody that is going to assume that office is going to be someone that has gotten the 5.0,
Obviously.
so, and you cannot get there without reading your book. So for any reason, whether there is one of your lecturer that you want to step down for the day or for a week because you're busy, all of them are the same reason that comes from. So what I'm trying to say is that the importance, like, it cannot be underestimated as well. So that's just it.
You have a nice narrative on that question.
Not forgetting that we're university. The Igbo version of this is Mararajun. I'm meant to know where to do this. Come on, we cannot be policing you around to tell you go and pray. Even I don't even think it's advisable to even make this compulsory prayer.
I know.
Not even advisable.
I
because-
know. It doesn't feel
I will
like
counter that
real.
notion.
Why you can't read it?
Because I
Why? You know why? Can you survive without water? Can you survive without food? Can you survive
No.
without air?
No.
Then why can't we, who are subjects
Okay.
to the Creator, why can't why would prayer be mandated? Why?
Yes.
It should be mandated because why? Most of the students don't know the importance
Yeah.
and the value of God.
That's why I
So
said.
that's that notion is practically wrong. Sorry to say.
Coming from
Sorry
a
to
physics
say.
student,
Sorry
I'm
to say.
happy.
Because this is life in its essence. You need to understand the notion that God it can't do that. It is called the modus operandi.
Coming from a
It-
physics
it
student,
is.
so
Is quite
Come
is
on.
mandatory, right? And so we cannot do
should
that
be.
water, right? See, is
Can you do that, eh?
wait, it's just like you taking a horse to the stream. You cannot force a horse to drink water, right?
okay.
You talked about horse drinking water. I can drink water, but you cannot force me to drink water.
Okay,
If I choose
Sorry,
not to drink
that's
water,
adage you made use of now.
yes,
Taking a camel to the stream to drink.
yeah,
But you cannot force it to
you cannot
drink
force
water,
it to drink. Yes,
I
But
can
there
force
will-
my camel.
No. There will be a stage
I'll
or a
force-
point. The camel will
Him
now,
up.
the camel will not have any other option.
Oh,
than
but
to
to
drink
drink
water.
water.
yes, that's the
Because
thing.
This
it's
is
going to be
okay.
a state of quench.
That is the
Okay,
point.
let me-
That is the point. It's something your heart should tell you. Your conscience should actually tell you.
should-
Because if you go to a suit or UNN where nobody actually cares about you,
Yeah.
and then something happens to you,
Mm.
that week you will learn that yes, you have to pray.
Most
You
people
have to read.
most people learn the hard way.
That is
You
the only
mustn't
way.
learn
That
the
is
hard
the
way.
only way.
Okay,
No,
please.
no,
That is
Can
the
I
only
be
way.
excused to come from a non-Christian perspective?
Background. Okay.
Okay. So now you are now imposing. I'm a very strong Christian. I don't know why I'm saying this, but
No, it's
you are
ours.
now imposing Christianity on our daily, like you are using it as water and food. You cannot impose Christianity. It only comes
Exactly.
from that hunger.
Exactly.
If you are a Christian, that hunger can only come if you are a Christian. And if you are not a Christian, you cannot come to me and tell me that I should leave water and food and drink Christianity and eat Christianity.
let
You
me-
know what I'm
let me-
trying
let
to
me-
say?
let-
Because everybody knows that food is a physical something
Thank
and
you.
they're drinking
Okay,
water.
let
But
me-
you are coming from
let me answer you. And that's
Okay.
that position you're coming from. Now, before you entered into the university,
Okay.
among all other universities you've seen,
Mm,
you knew vividly well that this is a missionary institution,
Uh-huh.
right?
of course.
That's to
That's
tell you that
why-
anything that you see, you take.
Mm,
So it's not an option.
yeah, I know.
So as long as you have stepped into your foot into the school, were you forced?
No, you weren't.
even if you are forced,
Pause.
you must be forced to comply. So it's not even an option to deliberate on. That's the notion I'm coming from again.
Yeah.
The ideology
because,
of that prayer should not be mandated.
Eh,
It is wrong.
eradicated.
It must
Because
be
that's
a must.
why.
Because
Because that's why it's a
be you a
missionary
Christian,
school.
a Muslim, you believe in one God. True or false? I have a friend
Be
in
a
this
Christian
institution.
and Muslim, since you're in this school, you have to.
I have
It's a must.
friend in this institution. He's a Muslim. Funny enough, he comes to mass. He joins in helping out in things. Muslim. He professes Islamic religion, but he joins there because he has found himself in that sphere which he cannot go against.
But the question is,
I'm tired.
does this do him doing the work is different? He's doing it because yes, he's in school, but what they are doing, the mandatory prayers and everything, does
Okay.
it actually create an impact
On him.
on
Okay.
him, or does it even create an impact on the people you are making?
Let's
the
not
prayer
go deep
mandatory?
into this.
No,
Let's
because
not-
sometimes we need to actually be honest,
I
very, very
know.
honest. At some point, that is,
In a
that's
way,
different.
That's why I told him that in a way, one way or the other, he must make any little or no
Exactly.
anyhow impact on
Exactly,
him.
because in
At least
everything-
for him to be praying, at least God is with him.
Yes.
And indirectly or indirectly, knowing to him or unknowingly to him, he's having God, he's receiving God from the school.
I'll answer the
You get what
question.
I'm saying?
With the life of a Saint Augustine.
Okay.
Saint Augustine was a human. He's not a saint though.
Okay.
But before, he had a girl that he got pregnant that
Okay.
gave birth to him.
Okay.
Now, though the child died,
Okay.
now he was so in let me use the word, not certain about
Okay.
the faith.
Okay.
So he was going from various places to various to counter
Mm.
people's opinion about this
God.
man called
Okay.
God. So fortunately,
That was what he did.
and
in his life.
unfortunately, the day he came to meet his uncle, his uncle was St. Ambrose, who was a bishop in his own time.
Exactly what happened to
Yes.
Saul.
Now, St. Ambrose was on the preach on the pulpit, preaching.
Okay.
That is where he got his conversion instantly.
Because he just
Now,
came to the presence of
not
God.
because he came to, he has been
Okay.
other places,
Mm.
but because that notion had not been there. You see,
Okay.
there must be a day will come
Yeah.
where it will come and
Mm.
strike you. So
Of
even if the
course.
person is doing it just for their sake, a time will come, it will send signals unknown. There will be an electromagnetic force that will elicit insight because of the consistency. They see, I have an adage that says consistency breaks resistance. When you continue to doing one thing, let's for example now you want to put down this pole and continue hammering on it, it will get to a stage
Yeah.
where it will
When it's
become so weakened
of course.
and it will fall.
Of course.
So the idea you are making, I appreciate your idea, certainly. But then it should be a must. Because you and I benefit from it in the near future. Ask students that have graduated, what they are appreciating about the things they were seeing as wrongdoings, or the things that they were seeing that they are prepared to do it. Now they are benefiting from it because of the future. So, brothers and sisters, this is the analogy I have. Any other counter opinion?
No,
Or bring
like
any other
what
question?
like what
Analogy.
I'm
Let's bring it
saying
up.
is that
I love.
what I'm saying is that the educational part of it,
Okay.
that I concorded with the fact that whether or not you know it, that God you have been impacted on, directly or indirectly.
Certainly.
So that's the same way I'm saying that okay, this should be made mandatory in all school. Like maybe the government
All
should do
schools?
something like that. Yeah, I am very serious about it because it pains my heart that okay, you say you're a student, you come out, okay, you come to school, and then you are not able to meet up with 70 or at least 80% of your assessments, including your exams. Maybe in exams, you attempted to do one malpractice or the other because you haven't studied. And at that point in the exam, you are seeing the question, you are seeing and you wishing that God, can I have my book to look at this right
To
now?
help you out.
Can I know this? So it's something that will help because we are young and willing to explore, go to different planets to explore. So I think it should be channeled that exploratory as that's part of our youthful that comes with our youthful exuberance. Yeah, I think it should be channeled to study. Like we should fire. There should be fire. There should be, that's I don't know how to put it, but there should be that pressure. There should be that pleasure as well that comes from reading. Students should be made to enjoy reading, and it's not like forcing. When you are being forced on something, like you were about to say, when you are being forced to do godly things, the impact is not like when you are like the day I came to Night Fest, the first day I came, like I wasn't forced. I came naturally on my own, and then the spirit, took over. You understand? So I'm just trying to know and to get if there are from students, if there are things they are feeling that should be done so that they will enjoy reading, they will enjoy studying, they will enjoy learning as a whole and not channel it into the way they enjoy if they want to play game, if they want to watch social media. Is there any way that can be diverted to education?
This is actually an debatable statement, which I would like if viewers or people can look into this concept
Yeah.
this is a beautiful notion about how we can transform
Yeah.
the mentality of our students, not only in this institution,
Not
basically,
only.
but vast.
Mm.
It's possible
Okay.
from my own little end.
Okay.
It's possible, but it takes a lot of time,
Okay.
a lot of resources,
Mm.
and a lot of orientations, often and on. Because for you to be able to guide a dog from from a small stage, there must be what I call consistency
Yeah.
in the upkeep of that
And
dog, so
parents
that
should.
the dog will understand that this is what you mean or what you meant by telling me to follow all the signs you are giving the dog. Now
Yeah.
that's where it boils down, like you said, the parents.
Yeah. Can I come in? Like
Yeah.
the instance you took, like for dogs and everything. So like if majority of the students who are learning, who are enjoying, like let me use someone that their brain is hot when it comes to
Gifted. Can you use the word
reading,
gifted?
you call it gifted.
Yeah.
But
it
let
is.
me tell you, is sometimes it's not gift. This is the background. It came from, maybe your daddy is a physicist and your mom is a teacher. This is where it comes from. And
Sometimes.
from birth, you are already made to love it. So that's why you see, like, sometimes I'll come to the library, I'll see people in the library, I'll be like, okay, okay, there are some people who wants to study.
No,
I'll
it's
be like,
actually,
okay,
actually nice.
not during
See that
exams on their own. But I'm not trying to say that these people are few, right? Because we are
compared to the number of
plenty.
students.
Yes, compared to number of students, but there are some people, and these people are like people that wants to. I feel people that from scratch, their parents have made them love this, and it's more like they cannot live without it. Well, if you tell me now, okay, come and read, I'll see it as a hard something. I'll see it as God, what I have to do to pass the exam. I'll see it as God, oh
Sorry.
God, I'm suffering.
But-
But they don't see it as suffering, they see it as enjoyment.
Yes,
You get?
I concur with you. There are children and students who have such background.
Mm.
There are many students
Yeah.
who didn't have background. This is myself as a reference point. My dad was never a scholar.
Yeah.
Likewise, okay, my mom studied, but then they I didn't have that notion from child. I have to sort it out my own way. I have to sort it out my own way.
Yeah.
And by sorting out my own way,
How did you sort it out? Sorry.
beautiful. I came to the reasonable stage in life that I came to understand that
Yeah,
I cannot do without my immediate environment.
of course.
And whatever I do this minute,
Mm,
we talk more or determine the standard of my future.
of course.
So now it is less for me to harness the thing I'm doing that moment. Because I did trading, as in I worked.
Crypto.
No, not
I know,
not
online
forex,
marketing and
just
trading.
normal market
Okay.
stuff like
Okay.
selling things. I
Okay.
did that very well, and I came to understand that yes, I need to make something out of this. At least utilizing that moment, doing it, giving my best to my customers. Now I'm in academic environment. Now it is now less for me to utilize this moment,
As well.
give in best to my lecturers
As
who has
well.
done lots to
To-
impact knowledge in my life.
Yeah.
So from there, I have to, even when I'm in Sunday school, funny enough, I have to switch from a public institution to a private institution. And there I got to know that there are differences between Ebo and Ebo.
Okay.
Of
Of course, yeah.
So
There
I was
must-
prepared
by
personally to
the
because
escape velocity.
yes. Yes, I was prepared. I have to go extra mile so that I can meet those that have first,
Meet
second,
up.
and third. And the next time, I climbed. So I never reduced.
Sure,
So
sure.
is actually something that we need to, because if there are different diversity means of seeing how you can bring up that notion.
Okay, thank God this came up. Based on what you have said, you said you've traded like
Yes.
before. Is it trade or traded?
Trade.
You've traded before. You've traded before, right?
Okay.
Okay, you said, and okay, when it comes to a situation where someone is earning and someone is learning, like you're not a full-time student, you have to fend for your school fees by yourself. I'm taking for instance
Obviously.
now, and probably okay, you are doing it online,
Okay.
or rather traditionally, that's offline.
I know.
Would you advise, what's your take on it, based on you already have enough distraction, you already have an on like distraction you cannot run away from, you already have a good distraction, which is that having to work. Would you advise this same person to come and start scrolling through internet, watching games, playing, someone that is learning and earning? Would you add, what's your take based on social media, based on this social media stuff?
Okay. If I get your question correct, is it those that are earning with social media?
Okay, those are not earning with social media.
Okay. Like
Do you think that it's now high time where you can actually like delete this social media I've been talking about, when you don't earn from social media?
okay. When you don't earn from
Yes.
social media, it should be limited.
It should be limited.
Yes, but then it should. What I can say about it is we bringing the notion of utilizing social media
Mm,
because of the future.
mm.
We are in a computer age. You can't dispute
You
the
can.
fact.
I
Because
know.
time will come when you acquire that social media, and it shouldn't be in the later future. We should at the moment
Mm.
look into various diversity ways we can utilize social media in the academic notion of it as students.
What if you are, since you're a human being, you know, I'm talking about reality.
No,
In reality, we are in reality. When are you tired? You are tired. Don't worry, I'll find someone.
No, I'm good.
Sammy,
Good.
please can you come?
It's good.
Please, whenever you're tired, just let us know. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, someone that is not earning.
Is that true?
Yes, collect money from. Please, I'll give you the money. I'll give you the money, please. I'll give you. Samuel, do you hear?
Samuel.
You will get.
I wanted to ask a question,
Do you hear? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Someone that is not earning from social media, from TikTok. Okay, let me not say. You know, social media comes from. We have different types of social media. But what I'm talking about, Instagram, TikTok, and what other one? Facebook. Thank you. When we're talking about these three main, social media in particular,
Okay.
someone that is not earning online,
Yes.
mostly from this app, do you think that is worth them deleting the app from their phones?
What you want to hear is yes from me, and I know that what you want to hear is yes from me.
Yes.
But the point
I'm
there
being
is
specific. I didn't say YouTube.
no.
I didn't say other platforms. I said Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, especially TikTok. That one they call TikTok. Okay, you want to say something?
No.
Okay, that's
Why
fine.
is thank God you said Instagram, Facebook, and
TikTok. Mm.
And those three apps are like used. They are used for promotion. Promote the goods.
Promote the goods.
Yes, the trade.
Okay.
Have you trading, right? The trading
Yeah.
part. Okay. Imagine that you're selling patient.
no. She's making reference
And
to if they are not doing anything, selling anything on
On,
social media.
Okay.
So is it
But-
worthwhile to delete
those
Facebook,
apps.
TikTok?
He's saying that
and
I can still video
Instagram.
what I'm
if
doing
if
and
only
post
if
and
only
promote.
she's doing a trade outside the phone, like anything that's online trading, not I mean you're doing offline now. That's offline trading.
Offline.
You're doing it right.
I can
It
still
can be a way.
promote.
It can be a way of advertising, like sales promotion. Like,
That is another perception he's bringing up now.
exactly.
See,
Instagram.
it's one of
You are happy
social-
now, Shay.
No,
and
it's not.
Yes,
I
you
know.
should, because that way.
I
You're
understand.
realistic,
You can get a wider audience.
Yes,
You can
because
But what if you
these
already
days,
have enough traditional audience?
It can never be any.
it
No,
can never be enough.
And
It
what
is
if
not
you
of
don't need
business.
that too much because you're a student?
It's a-
there must
You don't
be-
need that
Let's
excess.
leave.
That is-
Let's leave students
You
outside.
can't leave it because you're a student, and that's
And
the
that's
major.
even the reason why you should do it. If
No.
you're a
See,
student.
see the detail of it that you've not seen.
Okay.
What's the meaning of entrepreneur or entrepreneurship? It is the quest for more.
Yes.
I see. That's how I can find it in a short
Do you
term.
know there is something they call excess?
Excess.
Yes, something that is now like not. I don't know how to put it, but things are not needed because you are in a specific environment. You're in a specific. You have a specific. As a student, you understand what I'm
I
saying.
get your
So
point.
if you already have enough traditional audience, you're already comfortable, and you still need when you're not a student, you have come for business. You balance and you will make.
That's where your notion we have to advance.
Okay,
That's where advancement is.
I know
is
I'm
equal.
getting to somewhere,
Now, the idea here is when you, as you said, you have enough traditional audience.
but okay,
My own angle here is
or
it's
not too
never
much.
enough.
I know. Okay.
This is where you can create or employ someone since you are in this field and time is not on your side.
Yeah, I know.
To concentrate more on this. You can say I can have this increased number of audience. I can now devise other means and try someone that can handle it for me. Why I will be at the back room taking it up. why I'm still doing the because myself is a good example of what I do.
But I want to say something to counter myself again. You know, that would favor you, obviously. You know, when you
We're not debating here.
wait, calm down now. We
We're not
obviously are.
Eh?
What
I didn't know.
you know, after school,
Okay.
when you're done with school,
Yes. Yes.
you come out. And when you come out and when you've been doing business,
Yes.
you will not find it difficult to get
Again.
audience.
Obviously.
Because you're already in school. Okay, that's what you want to
No.
hear me say.
It's not even only from our aspect.
Okay.
Because like I said earlier, I love this futuristic oriented. I am futuristic oriented in nature, and I am also student oriented.
Okay.
As the ego of this institution, I have a lot of ideologies which I would love to bring to the platform or to the table for the students to understand their value. Now, let me use an analogy for you. Like I made reference on it before. As a nursing student, in this, you can analyze what you have done in this semester. Eh? It tends to look into it step by step, bringing it up in social media. As a 100 level student, first semester,
Why is this something I want to say now that you're just saying?
see the point.
Why I just want to say that based on doing a side hustle that has a connection with your course of study. If, for example, you go to schools to teach, maybe you find 100 level students, you get a private lesson. The more you are teaching, the more you are learning.
I'm doing
Is
that.
it
Obviously.
is it a
I'm
lie
like
or
three
is
students.
it false? Is it true or false? But when you are doing something like another thing that is not related to you, your course of study will suffer.
Suffer.
Believe me or not, it will suffer.
You know why
It's not-
I like the fact that I'm in Godfrey Quay because in 300 level, you have to do what they call step. And it's an entrepreneurial stuff. You have
Okay.
they have to give you 30k.
That is different from your field of learning.
Field of learning. They have to
Entirely.
give you 30k.
Yeah,
It's
we give
it's
it to
an
that, we give it to
investment.
Godfrey.
They invest to you. They tell you bring up a business, do a business, and
The
then
only
you
university
return
that
the
is doing
30,
it in
you
the
return
whole wide
30,000.
world.
Without-
I'm starting
You
to
return the
regret that
30,000
still.
to them. But as long as you've done a business. So doing a business in this kind of school is not even bad at all. I don't see any bad thing in it.
Now,
Then secondly, I wanted to ask a question. It's more like a question. Okay, you see why sometimes we blame the whites for all this. Now, imagine the whites didn't bring anything at school or didn't bring anything about Christianity, knowledge about Christianity. Imagine that we are still living an old life, Ibalists, imagine
If we
how
don't fight
Africans,
finish now.
exact. That is the same. Imagine the whites didn't bring it. Imagine what we are going to be in this scenario when there's nothing like education, there's nothing like Christianity, nothing at all. Like imagine how we're going to be like.
thank God they're
So-
comparing with my notion of
So the thing
How are you
is
going
this.
to be like?
Can you imagine that scenario? Try imagine it.
But why are we so ungrateful, Igbos? We are so
Not only
ungrateful
Igbos,
to like
Africans too.
we are like Americans. Yes, they have done us good. You have to accept
Well,
it.
they have not done of that by colonizing. Do you know what they did to us?
1 hour.
You know what they did to us?
I will edit it. Don't
I
worry.
think what they did to us. Like they literally made us servants and bringing the notion that
It's a lie. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
bringing the notion that they made us as servants. They made us do their own work, and then they suppose the notion of Christianity, and then we're still abiding by their rule. We're still abiding by the education, abiding by the Christianity, abiding by everything they brought for us.
Okay.
And my brother once asked me
Okay.
if there was a hospital in Sierra Leone.
Okay.
I told him no. There's
Okay.
a probability that there will not be, because then imagine that there was nothing like hospital, there was nothing like school, anything.
Yeah.
How would we live our life? How would we cure disease? How are we going to do all these things? Are we
But
going
we've
to just
been
allow us?
living. Actually, we've been living fine before they came. We've been using our herbal medicine to treat. We've been doing
Going to
things.
different goals? We've been using natural ways of learning.
Of
Like bring
course.
counter 1, 2, 3. That to count numbers.
And we like it. We don't.
Then
want
why
to-
did I now bring in education if we could do it in a natural way?
Because they
business?
want to do too much.
Who are they?
Who is it?
The Americans, they're too do.
Now,
But
let me,
you
let
want
me,
to say something, right?
no. Now, let me bring it to the air.
Okay.
Yeah? I love this platform you're in now. Now, I'll counter your notion.
Okay.
And counter your notion. Two. Let me start from you.
Okay.
You agree with me as I'm analyzing this. By the virtue of being a titled man in this institution, as
Mm.
Edward the 11th,
Okay.
Chimelugo.
Okay.
Chiweita.
One. I mean two.
I'm not finished though.
Okay, sir.
Chimelugo. Chiweita for life. That is me. Now, the idea of the white men bringing us something from their country to our country. Yes, in a way, it will be seen that we are enslaved.
Mm.
But in the general objective notion of it,
They did us
we
good.
enslave our. You should go and meet this so herbalist or this so man so that they will hold rain, right? Now, did you know that thing can be mechanized? Do you know about it?
But I want to ask a question.
No. Do you know about it first of all?
I know.
You ask a question. Don't worry. Hold on. Hold on. Now, the white men brought us something that we were not enveloped better to know how to harness it.
Of course.
But I won't holistically call it that they enslaved us. What they brought for us is to make us grow better. But we denied our own culture.
Okay, I want to
We
say
left our
something.
culture
I want
behind.
to say something now.
Okay.
How possible and how easy do you think it is for us to completely adapt this modernization and still maintain our culture speed? Like, how possible? How
Since
like
we realize something better, so how possible would we now bring our culture together, join them together?
how do you think it's
How
possible?
do you think it's
To
possible?
live like
Because
I'm
we are
trying to
used to this
understand.
to this modernized
Of course,
age.
of
So
course.
bringing our
So
culture
how
back
can we go back? You know where our culture is.
down,
It's
like
down.
down inside.
How can you
And then
still
secondly,
start
he spoke
bringing people
about
down?
and then he spoke about our culture. Let's now bring about the Christianity. The Christianity is not our culture, right? Because it's from Rome.
Of course.
It's from Rome. You and I know is the truth. So if that is the case, then we will bring
Sorry
back
to say,
the
it's not our tradition, not culture
sorry, it's not our
or
tradition.
religion, if you may say.
But but if we are to bring our tradition back, we know our tradition now, the way the gods of our lands and all these things. So if you are to reason them, then that means we should actually not serve God again.
No. See the funny thing about it. Did you know why we started celebrating Christmas? Did you know? In the ancient time, years back, that particular day was used for a particular worship to a god. Do you know about it? No. Now the Christianity, how we are able to modernize it and bring that notion of bringing that name Christmas, the day Christ was born, in memory. That is why Christ said, "Do this in memory of me." That we are praying today, we are doing it in memory of the ordinances Christ has given you and I. Now, coming to the cultural aspect of it or our own traditional aspect of it, do you know that Udu, used in the Holy Mass, was created to someone's spirit?
To someone's spirit.
Spirit in the ancient time. The Udu, used at the Mass.
That is the one they use for
Now,
bars.
it is now modernized brought back to the faith. Have you let that one? That tradition is still ongoing, but now in affirmation to the Creator, the God we are serving, as the all-knowing.
We're not using it to draw
Now,
the spirit
Oja.
of God.
Yes. A minute, bro.
So I asked him a question earlier. He spoke about the tradition and culture, and I asked him that since that is the case, Christianity is actually from Rome. If you should check it from history, Christianity.
Ray, please can you help me with a chair? One inside. Eh? You have now. At least my cleaner. You understand?
Damn. So I was saying earlier.
Okay, you wanted to say something.
No, no, that was my ideas. To myself. No, I was thinking like when he started speaking of no, I'm good. But when he for me, oh, I thought it was for you. I'm good.
No, sit down, sit
Okay,
down.
like for the camera.
So ask, so talk talk now.
Jesus Christ.
Can you see that and you're sure it's getting our view?
Yeah, of course.
So ask your question.
No, I'm not asking a question. I just had some points when you guys started talking about independence and stuff. When you were, I'm here. If it's possible, I could get the mic so at least my voice could be in the video. But I just have some few points to like. Maybe they don't know who I am. I'm David, and I'm the cameraman. I have some few points to lay when you were talking about the Americans having something to do with your colonization and stuff. Based from the time I was born, when we always hear the story of people in Nigeria, Africa, that was colonized, it's not basically, it wasn't the Americans. Sorry, I just want that to be clear. It was the British. They were the ones who came, who gave us English, because before then, there was other languages which are still in use till
You're
now.
trying to correct
Like
that.
yes, I'm just basically correcting some
You know,
points.
we didn't. We're like, it's
It's a
white
general.
people.
It's a
Daughter.
general. Yeah,
Eh.
it's a general
It
story.
wasn't like
I didn't actually say
it wasn't like pointing. It was a slip of tongue.
slip of tongue. I was just trying to say the American, but then seriously, I just feel.
You were answering a question or you asked me a
I
question.
asked him a question. Yes, talking about he was talking about our tradition that we should bring back our tradition up. So, and I told him if that was the case, the God that we claim to be worshiping, then yes, which of you are worshiping is Roman's tradition because it's not our tradition. So they have about uncountable gods that the Igbo tradition has. So now when you watch a Nigerian movie, you'll be like the gods of the lands, this one, this one, this one, this one. Is it the different Dibia, the gods of the land? So the thing is that if we were to bring our tradition back, it's going to actually also cause confusion in our religion's part of our life because we're already used to Christianity because Christianity is
That
what.
was what I was trying to let him know. You know, when it comes to he's not that like the way people are saying things in an unrealistic way. I'm trying to be real. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to be real in the sense that we Igbos we took the colonization too personal. If you see an Igbo speaking English, you will not know that this person is an Igbo. But if you see a Yoruba person or an Hausa person speaking English, you'll be hearing that accent, true or false. And you know, this is what made us different. It will be as if them that they value their own language.
Yeah.
I think it's good though, in a way. I think they are better than us. But then we too do. We too do. Based on the fact that based on the fact that we have gotten this we've gotten this colonization too personal, like too we carried it on our head, I would just say.
Yeah.
So that's why it entered deep into us. And then our culture suffered. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yes.
But them, they didn't take it too personal. That's why to this point they were able to maintain that pace of when you see your fellow Hausa man, you speak
Yeah.
Hausa. When you see your fellow Yoruba person, you speak Yoruba. Anyway, you get what I'm saying.
Mm.
So, but we should try. We should still try. I'm not saying we
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
stop. That was
Our
when he was in China, Chinese notion on the whole thing. Like China, they don't have anything to do with English. They are full
yeah.
of themselves already, you know.
Yeah.
So, but Nigeria is one divided country. You get?
Is it
We are not doing things like in a
together?
collaborated
Yeah.
way. It's all divided.
All
That's
divided.
why
So
we have these people doing different things.
and so that is
And
why
when you ask, still the same country they're talking about.
and that is why if you don't go to school, even in Igbo land, if you don't go to, it's like an abomination in Igbo land because then when maybe for example our relatives come and we gather
You know, they understood the value of
it
what the Americans did, like what the
British
British
did.
yeah, they understood the importance, and they so embraced it.
Exactly.
You get what then even the Christianity, we are now more Christian,
We are
we are now
more of their
Christian
culture than our
them.
own.
Yeah, well, we don't. If you go there,
We
you
took it
don't
so
see
personal than
people that are going to church. There.
even the education itself. Taking it more personal because my mom told me that that why don't you want to do medicine? Why are you doing this? You're doing a woman's course. I laughed because then this is white course. Imagine there was nothing like hospital, or imagine there was nothing
That's
like
why
church.
you
What are we
cannot
going to be?
combine two things. You have to choose one, and when you choose one, the other will have to suffer. That's just it. The other will have to.
Sorry, I don't want to waste you guys' time because I believe you guys have a lot to talk about, but it's just a little conclusion from what you guys have been saying about culture, tribe, and I think where you're coming from, sorry. Well, if it has to do with culture, about the Igbos and let's say the British and youth, like overseas and stuff, I feel like from the culture part of it, I think from the things that have happened in the past, like the war that I've heard of in Biafra, in the Igbos and stuff, like then when it had to do with culture, there was a lot to take in because about the war, you know what is going on around you, but like thinking about educational aspects, I don't think it was like what was in mind. So there was a lot more. So I think based on that time, there was a lot to comprehend, and that's why till now we are not based on what us or let me not say us what they are doing, because as of now, yeah, I'm African too as well. So you guys, as in general, have a lot to do. I'm not saying you guys aren't doing, you're doing, it's already showing. Because as we see ourselves, we're in the future. You're already talking about AI, solar, and everything. So we're increasing. We just have to, like, we have to stay on the same level. That's
What are you
when,
trying to
yeah.
object?
No, I'm not objecting. I'm just basically adding to the points that you were talking about culture
Can
and
you
stuff.
like come again? Cause you ain't that audible.
Okay.
We can just take it.
Press the power button. Yeah. So sorry, I wasn't audible enough. I said that about culture, tribe, and everything. If it has to do with that, when we speak about Africa, based on like things of the past that have affected culture, it's I know it's have been like it was a struggle. So you guys don't have that much time to adapt or to like where we have been going, like where we have upgraded. You guys didn't have time to adapt. So that is why, as we're in the future, we're upgrading ourselves as we're moving on. So that's why it seems as if we haven't done much. But if you look at all
On
our
ourselves.
yeah, all our upgrades and stuff we have done, we've actually gone somewhere, like a lot, like
But
too
what we are trying
much.
to say is that our culture, which is
Yeah,
our main, what's our culture again?
in general,
Is it not serving God?
Guys,
culture is basically
Language, basically.
yeah,
that's like
Language,
60%.
basically.
yeah.
You can't have someone that is fluent in English and too good in English and just too good to okay, you know see the person grinding Igbo.
Just
Very well.
come to our
Just
culture.
leave
Come to our
one.
culture and then you speak English.
Okay,
They'll
there's
be
this
like,
lady, Chimamanda Adichie. You know her, the writer.
yeah, you're right.
Chimamanda. She uses English. English is for international.
Wait, so you're basically like trying to say that we should learn the boats, or we're supposed to jump on and focus on one? What are you trying to say?
What I'm saying is that I don't even know. Like, I don't know which is best.
To be honest, I really think that if you're able to have knowledge on the both of them, it's going to be best. Because if you have knowledge of your culture, knowing where you came from, and also having the knowledge too about other things around you that are growing, advancing, having the both knowledge, if it actually comes to it, you could be the one that revolutionize where you're coming from. Because a lot of things, like I've heard from the guy that was here speaking with you guys, that in the culture about religion and stuff, they force or enforce like prayers and all that. But from what I've seen from the school, I mean, you see that there is a bell that prays a lot. So most of the times when you don't have time, when you hear it, you just take like 5 6 minutes, you stay down and then you just rest your head and pray. It's basically revolutionizing because it's not much schools like you can see around that does stuff like that. I know of a lot of schools, yeah, that doesn't do like what this school have done. So I believe that is an advancement. That's why I know to some extent that Godfield Okoye, yeah, is one of the like best schools currently that I have known in Africa. So I don't have much to say. That's just the points I wanted to lay
You
down.
know, we're now all trying to get to a conclusion. And the conclusion, first of what you've said,
Yeah.
schools, sorry, let me see, language. We should learn our language. So how best do you think we should do that? By parents inculcating on their
Yeah,
speaking
yeah.
language.
And then I think it's high time.
We've come to a conclusion that first off about the phone distraction
Yes,
we should just be intentional, like we should just be
having the discipline on the way we use
just be
it.
disciplined. So
Yeah,
we should try as much as we can to focus.
not to forget.
And we all know our kind of personality. We know our kind of person. If you are someone that can focus, if you are someone that can combine the both
Yeah.
comfortably, fine. But if you cannot, just like me, I'm okay with the apps being deleted. At least I'm fine. I'm very very fine. So then, for the case of the language
And our cultures.
and our culture,
I just
we are
think
already good with English. I mean, there is nowhere you go to now they are not speaking English. Once a child goes to school, most definitely he or she will learn English. So you should try to, as much as you can, to bring up your child with your traditional
language.
Yeah.
Because if you go to Spain, you see them speaking Spanish, only Spanish. Go
So we
to
can say that we are good, very perfect internationally, but then
in our
we are
culture is
failing locally,
diminished.
and it's not a good one.
It's-
I pray
it's
that
very
one
bad.
day Igbo will get to be one of the you know, when we're talking about these languages, they are just ordinary language that came from a small niche that grew because these people are proud of themselves. So but when we are proud of Igbo could be used for the general
Yes,
communication.
and
You always based on the Igbos. Because, you know, we still have a lot of other cultures.
country languages in Nigeria.
Languages. So I feel like if someone that is not Igbo is getting this video, it's going to be like, I don't think they should be watching this if she's only based
No,
on
it's a general. We
Yes,
are not
that's
saying
what
it's a
I'm trying
general
to
thing.
make it. Based
Yeah.
on everything that we hear so far. And we hear the Igbos, their culture, their religion, and what they've been doing so far. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm Igbo. But
No,
just to be on the clearer side for other languages, just advance a little bit.
So what can we use for the general language? Can we just get a general language that is not English?
or we can just
And we
use.
can call
We
it
can just use the.
Igbo Hausa Yoruba.
Trying to slang them. No, that not even that, because there
But
are,
we not can understand.
there are thousands.
Because obviously, an Igbo person in Aso, if you are speaking Hausa to an Igbo person,
No, I
Otilo.
understand
If
what
you are
you're
speaking
saying.
Yoruba
but
to, if you are speaking Igbo to a Yoruba man, Otilo.
Tickets.
But that English, you get what I'm
English is
saying?
like is a general
it can be
thing.
like, Yeah, we're speaking about Igbos, but for other cultures too, in case you have your own religion, language, and what you understand by what we're saying, you can take it and by your own definition, try your best to. You can make it general, but based on what you've been saying, just been speaking about Igbo. I'm just based on what I've heard. I'm not saying you're generalizing. Okay.
So this question is directed to Mr. Solomon. So Mr. Solomon, has social media done more harm than good to students? Yes or no? Okay.
Beautiful.
Yes or no?
I appreciate your question. It's a nice one.
Okay.
Yes.
Social media has done more
We
harm
can
than
we can say no. I'm not answered it yet. Social media.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. I would love to attend to your question or your notion. That's a beautiful one, actually. But next time, thank you so much. Social media has it done more harm than good? That's again is a debatable question. Yes, you can say social media has done harm than good, or likewise.
I said I will send it to you today.
In a way, social media has done.
Daniela.
Does you can say that it has done a lot of harm to this. Is it? Sorry to ask to reframe the question again.
Has social media done more harm than good to the students?
Okay, specifically to the students.
Emphasizing.
Okay, I think I will concur with you now. Yes, it has done a lot of harm than good to the students.
Thank
You
you.
okay now, right?
I'm okay. Have.
Hello.
Of the show. It was nice having you all here, and please watch out for the second episode
Very important. Very
where we'll
important.
be
Thank
interviewing
you.
some of other students, get their opinions about life, about school, their activities, and what they feel is best to be portrayed and to be inculcated in the school system. So
Remember,
thank you,
this is God's own university,
God's own university.
and we are out to
We are
bring
out.
to the world about the importance and beauty of Godfrey University.
First,
Go uni.
Go! Great!
Thank you. Yeah.